dreams come true. Boo. And I wonder, Kanye with Sieg, how, oh my God. Anyway, what's up, guys? How's it a-gwaning? How is it gwaning? Are we all good in our respective hoods? Who's Justin fighting? We don't know. We don't know. Gaethje versus Mason Jones. True. You were wrong about Gaethje. Yeah, I did say if it's being negotiated to 3-rounder, it would be Gaethje disinjured. But I guess they just changed it to a 3-rounder, so someone would be more likely to accept it on short notice. So it's not that the fight was still on. You know what I mean? Justin versus Gamrot. We'll see. I don't know what it's going to be. It better not be fucking Dariush. It better not be. For the love of fucking God. I don't want to make a video yet. I was going to record a video before I went live and discuss this, but I didn't want to make the video and then all of a sudden a fight gets announced for Gaethje because I know that they probably are going to announce it today, so I thought I'd just go live. Good day, Piggy. What do you think? Who do I think Gaethje should fight? Ilya Topuria should step in and save the day. That's what I'm looking for. An Ilya Topuria to save us. And I paid for a hero to save us. Not gonna stand in the way. I don't mind Arman versus Gaethje as well. I don't mind Arman versus Gaethje. That's a great fight. Turner would beat Gaethje. I think so. Thank you for the 27 Swedish krona. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Robert Bell, I appreciate the 10 gifted to start the stream. Thank you. What a guy. Regor9, thank you. Thank you for the £2. We this close to getting Aldo versus the great Draco Lini. I know, I'm so annoyed by Aldo's matchmaking, man. So annoyed by it. I know Armin, because of the weight, is the reason why it wouldn't happen, right? Thank you for the 10 gifted, though. Robert Bell, I appreciate that, man. Andre has got gifted a membership. Daniel Badeau. I appreciate you guys. Gaethje versus Ilya just got confirmed. No, it didn't. Cross, thank you for the membership. Reese Thompson, thank you. Welcome, sorry. You can thank Robert Bell. Hatred MMA. Nice. Welcome. This is where we hang out. Miller MMA. What's up? KO Stradavius. Bob Dylan. Okay. The great Bob Dylan. Trace. Welcome. I heard from a very reliable source that the reason DC's latest weight gain is due to his recent discovery of putting butter on Pop-Tarts. You just can't go back once you start, you know? It's so freaking good. Thank you for the 27 Swedish krona or the $2 Guru versus Hunger Drive just announced. I'm doing good, dude. I haven't eaten yet today, but I'm gonna eat something. Don't know what though. Maybe a kebab later. Ooh, maybe a kebab. That could be good. Dude, now I'm working out and doing exercise, I can like eat things. This is sick. Why did no one tell me about this, dude? Why did no one even advise me about this? This way of life. This is so much better. Thank you very much for the $2 though. Justin would molest Turner. I think Jalen Turner would TKO Justin Gaethje. I think Joel Alvarez would do the same thing. I'm just being real. I don't think Gaethje will do well against taller opponents that aren't James fucking Vick. That's all. Ilya or Money Moik? I think Money Moik is probably going to get the call. People really want Dustin versus Justin 3. I mean, Dustin could step in. I doubt he will, but he could. I mean, they're trying to build the Louisiana event around him, so yeah. Thank you, Robert Bell. You're welcome. Yeah, thank you, man. Hear me out, Justin versus Fiziev. It's already happened. I'd rather a fresh matchup. Charles, no. Gene Silver going to climb the ranks, sleeping everybody and get subbed by Ortega or some shit. It's too perfect to be real. I know, yeah. It just makes absolute sense. And I wonder... Aldo fight news, but it's literally the worst option. I know every time Aldo fight news comes up, it's the guy that no one gave a shit about him fighting. The least interesting matchup for him is the only one he gets matched up with. Based Englishman Guru eating kebabs. Kebabs are an English delicacy. We do their food better than them. Okay? Don't you guys get it yet? Yeah. And I wonder... Piggy Jean is at lightweight now? No, fight Bryce Mitchell. Shut the fuck up, jumping between divisions. Appreciate your work, Guru. Wiener poop. Thank you for the $2, man. Gamrot already beat Hooker. Make Silver Fiziev under. Gamrot already beat Hooker. I mean, they could do the Gamrot fight. They could do that. I mean, let's have a real look here. Because technically, Gaethje is coming off a loss, right? Yeah, he's coming off a loss to Holloway. So, technically, you know, if Dana trained for light heavyweight, who would fight and win? I don't think he would fight, and I don't think Dana White would win a light heavyweight MMA fight at this point in his life. Against me, probably he could have a chance, yeah. But I don't think he would. People forget, man. Izzy took down Pereira. It was a while ago. Magomed gonna rail him. I don't know, man. I'm worried. It's one of those fights where no matter what you pick, you'll be called an idiot if you get it wrong. You know what I mean? It's one of those. You can't outwork a shit diet. You actually can with the right genes, and that's what I'm doing. Thank you for the $2. I wanted Figgy 5 rounds in Brazil or something. Yeah, I know, something. Not Figueiredo in Brazil, because we don't want to do Brazilian on Brazilian, but something for Jose Aldo, you know, like a Sandhagen or a... Where's the fucking top contenders for him? Why is he number 11 when he has beaten number 7 in the rankings and number 8 in the rankings? I still don't fucking understand it, chat. I still don't understand that at all in any way. Umar versus Aldo once he's healthy. It's all good. I'd have taken a Marcus McGee versus Aldo over Zahabi. You know what I mean? Because at least it's then like a hype striking matchup. Like, it's all good though. Literally the most disrespected fighter in UFC history. Might make a whole video on it once he retires. Thank you for the 27 Swedish krona. Justin versus Huffy. Justin versus Sylvia. Justin versus Gamer. No Huffy. Huffy's fighting Bobby Green. You don't want to pull apart other fights to make these fights happen, and Huffy does not deserve a fucking Gaethje fight. Stop the dumbness. Justin versus Sylvia. No, not Gene Silver. He's a featherweight, and he's not beat a ranked opponent yet. There's ranked opponents that are offering their services. Gamrot. I don't think Gaethje would want to switch to a Gamrot on short notice, but if he does, I think Gamrot will probably lose. I don't know. Maybe win. Thank you for the 27. It's an interesting one, isn't it? You found some reasonable. I know some of them are, some of these recommendations, but Gamrot's good. Moicano's an option purely because he took the Makhachev fight on short notice, and you can act like it's a bit of a trend for him. Like, he's back. He takes on anyone. Like, that could be a thing. Other than that, I don't see many other options for him. I wish Arman would, but Arman ain't going to be ready. What I would honestly do, chat, is I would give Pimlet the fight if he could make weight. And I would make Chandler versus Dan Hooker too, whenever they're both ready. That's what I would shift it apart with. But, you know. I genuinely think Dana could have a shot at Smith. Anthony Smith? Actually, yeah, on paper, maybe. Have you seen the show Mr. In Between? No, I've never watched the show, but I know about it because I have YouTube shorts and Instagram reels, and it's always on there. You know what I mean? I thought Hooker wasn't out. Told you. No, we didn't know who was out. It's just it got changed to 3 rounds. I thought the fight was still on, so I said if the fight's still on, it's going to be Gaethje that's made it a 3-rounder. But the fact that they made it a 3-rounder means, in hindsight, that it was actually a falling apart fight. It really should be Ilya. He can make the weight. I know it should be Ilya, yeah. And it's a good style matchup and guaranteed title shot if he KOs Justin and calls out Islam. I wish Ilya Tapuria would save the fucking day. Mark my words, they're going to make it Turner versus Justin. I don't know. Jalen Turner's got a matchup, so I don't think so. And no way they would do that. And I don't think Jalen could make the weight on short notice either, so it'd have to be Ilya. I swear to God, if it's like Brian Ortega or some shit, I'd be pissed. I've already read it. Justin versus Holloway 2. No unfinished business. It's over. Dustin versus Justin Trilogy. No, Dustin Poirier's having a Louisiana event built around him, so they're not gonna do that. Thank you for the $2. Gamrot versus Gaethje. Hang on a second. I'll bet someone here 10k USD. Alex beats Ankalaev's ass. Up for the odds. Okay, sis says that he wants that bet. Gamrot versus Gaethje, first pick. MJ versus Gaethje 2, maybe. No, not MJ Gaethje 2, guys. Can we be real? Gamrot is probably the best option for them. Because he will take these fights. You know what I mean? That's just how he is. So Aldo did the company such a huge favor by giving McGregor a title shot. No, he should have given McGregor a fucking title shot. He pulled out of the fight with McGregor for the title shot, and then he fought Chad Mendes, and then he fought him again. That's not a favor to be a defending champion against a contender. But he's a legend of the sport, and he's served his fucking time in the sport to get some kind of like benefit on the back end, and they're doing nothing but absolutely drag his name through the fucking dirt. So yeah, 50-44 Font, but he's behind him in the rankings. I know, dude. Jose Aldo's behind Font and Vera, and he beat both of them, and he dominated Font. Didn't want Corey, though, because Corey might have a eureka moment like he did versus Font and hold Aldo against the cage. I don't think Corey could hold Aldo against the cage, but, you know, maybe. Thank you for the 5. Impression of Paddy fisting Molly, cheers, quavers. No. Hey, latte. I'm joking. Impression of Leon Edwards complaining it's 5 a.m. Well, I'm fucking tired. Love the videos. What is your dream UFC matchup? Dream UFC matchup of all time, GSP versus Anderson Silva, but right now, Aspinall Jones. I just want it, man. I want to see Jones get fucking justice. Love the videos. I've already read it. Silva, Adesanya, Francis, Yuri, Jones, O'Malley versus Aspinall. Pereira, Hamzat, Islam, Jan Dricus. Which team comes out of a locked room, all-out brawl? Silva, Adesanya, Francis, Yuri, Jones, and O'Malley. Okay, so a bunch of huge guys in O'Malley. Aspinall, Pereira, Hamzat, Islam, Jan Dricus. Yeah, it was going to be the first crew, obviously. You know that. Thank you for the 5. Bro listed, like, the GOATs. And then, like, some giant people. And then chucked in Makhachev, Jan. I mean... yeah, I would go with the first few, though. Just having Yuri, Francis. But then again, Jones ain't going to finish no one in a fucking street fight. You know what I mean? Like, you got to consider, like, Adesanya and Jones would probably be taking, like, Makhachev and Jan to a decision while the rest of them just go to war. But I would side with the first few. We got Alex Defense, Diego Lopez reign begins, and JDM era all in consecutive months. I might shed a tear. Keep being my Diego mouthpiece, brother. I'm a big fan of Diego Lopez, but I might go with Volkanovski, so I'm probably going to go with Volkanovski, I'll be real. You say that, but Aldo got a title fight coming off a loss. He did, but a lot of people thought he won, and at the time, it was a very open division, and, you know, Henry had already beaten Marlon Moraes, so there were circumstances that benefited him. There's no obligation for him to have to fight anyone, or anyone to have to defend against him. There's an open range of bantamweight contenders for him to have to fight. And they're giving him the worst of all the options every time, without fail. Don't get at me on that, dude. Fuck how they're treating Jose Aldo. It's disgusting. This guy's spamming young Philly. What the fuck are you doing? Thank you for the $2. Prates at 170 for Gaethje would be sick. Gaethje would get killed. I don't think so. Oh, Jarlin's on the card. He is, isn't he? After the gym, I'll stand in front of the mirror and do Nate the Train. Look at this bicep. Then a Connor looking yoked here. Thank you for the 5. I had a dream that Hamzat Chimaev fought Tim Elliott and lost because his foot did a 180 and was facing the other way. What do you think? Had a dream that Hamzat Chimaev fought Tim Elliott and lost because his foot didn't want... I mean, that's an interesting prophecy that you've had a vision of. Are we even sure that Gaethje will stay on the card? Because he has said in the past he does not take opponents on short notice after the build-up to Tony. He literally tweeted saying, I'm staying on and looking for a replacement. So, yeah. Thank you for the $5. Could you support Shout Out My Combat Sports podcast? Cooking in the Corner, a combat sports podcast. There you go. Cooking in the Corner. Ian Gary, a chef's story. You know what I'm saying? Thank you very much for the $5. Ian Gary pursues his culinary career. Cooking in the Corner with Ian Gary. No fucking Huffy or Lord. Book Baralho versus Gaethje. Okay. All right. Thank you for the 5. Odds on Moicano submitting Justin on 2 weeks' notice. I would pick against Gaethje again. I would pick Moicano to beat Gaethje. I would. Thank you for the 5. I know. Maybe I'm delusional, but I've done it his whole career and I've been more successful than not. Thank you for the 5. People forget, man. The UFC respects their legends. Indeed, but they don't. And I only did that and they only said that so they could give Jones Miocic instead of Aspinall. Impression of Jabli being offered a hot shower. No, sir, I'm fucking allergic. If Aldo whoops Zahabi for 3 rounds straight, does he finally get a shot against Kyler Phillips in the Apex and Zahabi gets Ricky Simone on a pay-per-view? Yes. That's what we're looking at, yeah. That's what we're looking at. Let's go for that. Let's go. It's going to be Bryce, dropped from a grappling match. Nah, they're not going to give him Gaethje. What do you think of Eubank, Ben, Egg Slap? Who you got? Oh, yeah, Eubank and Ben, the juniors are fighting, right? It's a junior on junior fight. I mean, Eubank's a lot better than Ben, but Ben's got the style to beat him. I'd go Eubank. Eubank is a lot more qualified, credentialed, and savvy of a boxer, and he's also tough, and he's got grit. It's not like he's chinny, even though he has been chinned before by, what's his name? Smith. Yeah, I'd go Eubank for sure. Thank you for the 2. In terms of the egg slap, I don't really care. Impression of Steve Irwin and Merab hunting crocodiles. Far out strength, man. He's a fucking croc. And everybody said that there are crocodile here, but I don't think there are because I'm working in the water and he just gets caught by a croc. I don't know. How do you feel about Huffy or Turner to step in and fight Gaethje? If neither of them, who do you want to see step in? Ilya Topturo, yeah? Ilya fucking Topturo, mate. Thank you for the 5. That's what I want. I think both of them would beat Gaethje if they stepped in. Did you see Reyes talk about how he obsessed about Bones? Yeah, like he was obsessed about fighting John Jones, if that's what you're saying. Thank you for the 2. I mean, I probably have seen that. I don't know. Thank you for the $2. If UFC offered a job for commentary, would you take it? It depends how much they offered. It depends. If they offered me a few million a year, guaranteed, for like 5 years, guaranteed, I would 100% take it. But yeah, it would have to depend on the money. Not delusional. This is the year of the boys. True. Thank you for the $3 Very true. Fresh X Fitness diss track when? Disgusting fuel of a thing. Ungrateful for the raid, yeah? That wasn't Fresh X Fit. Fresh and Fit, was it? That was a different guy. I don't know. Everyone just ignores me if they know about MMA. It's all good, though. Thank you for the 5. And I just won't raid him again. It's fine. I don't really give a fuck to beef. I don't care. If when Yoel Alvarez smokes Benoit Saint-Denis, who would you want? Would you want him to move up like he teased? Or keep tearing through 155? If when Joel Alvarez smokes Benoit Saint-Denis, would you want him to move up like he teased? Or keep tearing through 155? No. If he beats a ranked opponent and he's staying here to get these fights, I want him to stay. You don't beat the guys and then leave the division. No, you stay. If you're getting these matchups, then you stay at 155 until you lose. Thank you for that. I don't want to see him move up. Bum. What do you think about Bivol versus Arthur 2? Bivol, you know what's funny? Yeah, Bivol is literally like twice the boxer that Bertabiev is. Don't you guys think that, chat? Bivol is twice the boxer that Bertabiev is, but Bertabiev's just a fucking bruiser, dude. Bruiser, tough as fuck, hits harder. But Bivol is honestly, I think, twice the level of boxer that Bertabiev is. And I thought it was a draw the first time. Or Bivol could have won. Because I thought Bertabiev was just hitting his gloves. So this time, I guess he just moved more and didn't let Bertabiev hit his gloves as much. Thank you for the 5. Thank you for the gifted membership, Levi. Who wins? Fat Ginger, Royal Rumble, Jelly Roll, Queso, Action Bronson, and you? I would win on cardio, I reckon, because I'm not anywhere near their level of fat at all, and you know that. Thank you for the $7 Canadian. Bully Aspinall meeting Cheeto's daughter impression? Nah, I'm good. I'm all right. Do you think they'll do Gaethje Diamond Trilogy? No, not on short notice. They're building an entire event in Louisiana around Poirier in July or August for his retirement, so I don't think so. Or the Matador. I think the Matador would be I think Ilya Topuria would be the perfect replacement, of course. Thank you for the 10. That would save the fucking day. 100%. It's going to be Gaethje versus Beneil Dariush. It won't be. I hope not anyway. Thank you for the 2. Impression of Bryce Mitchell telling Anne Frank to stand her base. Stand your damn base with that ballpoint pen. Is it crazy to say Huffy versus Green will be boring? Yes, it is crazy to say it won't be at all. Thank you for the £45.70. There you go. It's $45.70. Ilya, Alejandro, and Merab can out-grapple a croc. They could, potentially. If Merab just talks it to death, while Ilya and Alejandro go in there and tear it up with body shots, there's a good chance Thank you for the £45.70, you fucking money launderer, you. For God's sakes. How much you got, brother? You running low yet? Thank you for the 45, though. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. But yeah, I could see that. They could out-grapple him. Yoel Romero lost all aura when he lost OG Sheath. Yeah, when he lost the original Sheath, he did, yeah. Thank you for the 5. I feel like Bud Crawford potentially moving up in weight to fight Canelo is a horrible idea. They're not fighting, aren't they? They're not fighting. I'm a fan of both, but I think Canelo sparks him. Same here, but I don't even think they're fighting. But then again, I know Canelo's heavier, but his frame isn't, like, unimaginable for Crawford to overcome. You know what I mean? Canelo's just got, like, a big head. He's dense. He's got wide hips. You know? They are. Oh, they are? They're back on? I thought it was cancelled again. Oh, they're fighting again. Okay, cool. They are. Well, there you go, yeah. I think he'll lose, but I don't know. He could win. If O'Malley loses again, will he be fucked? You know what's one fight about Crawford that I fucking hate? And this is why I don't like boxing. Amir Khan was actually doing all right against him, and he literally finished him with a low blow, and they just let it happen. That's something that really fucking annoyed me in boxing. I know he started to land on, like, Amir Khan, like, as it went on, but they literally just gave him a win once against Amir Khan for, like, a nut shot, which is insane. And they just let it happen, which is why boxing's so fucking strange. You know what I mean? Because that's like a championship fight, man. Like, legacy's being defined there, and he's getting fucking nut shot finishes. Like, it's kind of insane. You know what, yeah? Something about Terence Crawford. His Errol Spence performance was very good when I watched it. That was one of the few where I actually tuned in, like, oh, this is a huge one that I'm going to tune in for. Other than that, I sort of retroactively watch his fights back. Everyone talks about Terence like he's this absolute levels, and the Spence fight was very good. The other fights I've seen of him, I don't get the hype as much. You know, other than the Spence fight, there's others where he's had some good performances, but and I'm thinking, well, who was the guy that stepped in? Some guy stepped in who hadn't been active and actually had a decent fight with him for a bit, and eventually he got the read on him. He's a commentator in boxing. I can't remember his fucking name though, to save my life. Shaw or something like that. Prime Spence was different, maybe. But I've been watching back some of his fights, and I'm like, yeah, it's not like, you know, it's not MMA shit. But boxers would be like called an absolute, he schooled him, and it'll be like a fucking decision by 7-5 rounds. Sean Porter, exactly, yeah, but he finished him, right? But still, I don't know, boxing, just the way they discuss a domination is very fucking different than MMA. In MMA, if someone 50-44s someone and 10-8s them in a round and beats the shit out of them, that's domination to us. But then in boxing a lot more, I'll hear about this, and remember when he absolutely beat the fuck out of that other guy. And I'll go back and watch the fight, and I'll think, they landed single-digit strikes around on each other, and he won 7-5. Like, I just feel like the way boxers describe how the fights happen are way less like how the fight actually happened than compared to MMA. Anyway, before I get too far behind. And Yoel did lose the original Sheath. He did, yeah. If O'Malley loses again, will he be fucked to get that hype back? Thoughts? And great content, Braza. Yeah, it'll be tough if Merab stays at bantamweight, especially. You know what I mean? Because once you lose twice to the champ, you lose your sort of way into the championship situation. Thank you for the £5. Great content, Braza. Thank you. Gaethje versus Gene Silver would be sick. That would be, but it just doesn't make any sense. Let's focus on logic first when it comes to the division of the lightweight division. Thank you for the 5. I tattoo in New Orleans. Shout out to my client, Chris. I only tattoo wieners. All right. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate the 5, I guess. UNDC chicken wing comp for Dustin's retirement. Sure, I'm down if he's down. Thank you very much for the $5. Come on the podcast, cooking in the corner. Nah, I'm good now. You're enough. Sure. Thank you very much. I can interview while we plan our 3-way with Ian's wife. Okay, well, all right. You made a joke out of it, but shoo with your promotion. Thank you for the $2. People will say Merab is a natty with a straight face. I mean, he's probably on EPO, but I don't know. But I do have some ideas about why Merab could be natty, though. Because I think intention of your move really dictates how much like energy you lose from it. A lot of people shoot takedowns like, I want to really get this takedown, and then when they don't get it, it's like their heart starts beating because something happened that they didn't want. I feel like Merab just shoots him like, I don't care if I don't get this. You know what I mean? And then his heart rate never spikes with like some kind of adrenaline in any moment, you know? Thank you for the 2. I'm so fucking mad about Aldo, bro. Like, crash out mad. True. I'm mad as well, man. Shit pisses me off. Oh, I crashed. I back. Trust me, I back. I back, man. Man, I back, man. I'm mad about Aldo as well. And then, as I said, crash out mad. It crashed. I think Justin versus Arman, then Ilya versus Arman. I hope Arman steps in, but he won't because, I mean, he already struggled to make weight for the Makhachev fight. Maybe they do some kind of catch weight situation, though. Hey, Guru, what do you rate Inoue? I rate him very highly. He's #1 pound for pound in boxing. Usyk and him and Terence. But I don't know. I will say, I don't know. Sometimes, I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to give any takes. Thank you for the £2. He's good, though. He's good. Boxing is gay, Guru. We get it. Thank you for the 2. It's worse when wrestlers use words like destroy. Yeah, true. Bully Aspinall molesting Nate Diaz. Hold up. I'm not consenting. I'm just fucking covering your fucking dick in bicarbonate of soda. Thank you for the €2. Bryce unanimous decision silver a lot. Like Peyton lost. Thoughts? I don't think it's the same situation, but I might root for Bryce, yeah. Creepiest super chat you ever got? There's been a few. Someone told me to do an impression of John Morgan being fucking raped by 5 different Dagestan. Like, they're different ones involving John Morgan that stick out. Fuck, beat, married. No. Thank you for the $10. To be honest, the only reason Crawford beat Spence as crazy as he did was because Spence couldn't even hurt Crawford with his hardest punch. So Crawford could just do what he wanted. Terence even said it. Yeah. Thank you for the $10. Yeah. I think Crawford's good, so I don't mean to say that he doesn't look good in fights. Like, he does look good. I just think when I hear about a fight and watch it back, when I hear about a description of what he did, and I watched a fight back. Remember when he fucking pieced up and beat the shit out of so-and-so? And I'll watch back that fight and I'll go, it was a shit. They both landed single digits per round and it went to a 7-5 decision on rounds. You know? When I go in thinking, there'll be some 10-8s. And it'll be 12-0 or 10-2. You know what I mean? Thank you for the 10. You made a video of Merab and others exposing himself. I know. He told on himself, don't go back on it. I'm not. I just said the only thing I can think of as to why you would be natural is because of that. I just gave an alternative idea. It's the complexity of a brain. That's why I just developed and showed you. Diego Brandao posted a thirst trap on his story and said, bro, come on. And he just now reposted it calling me gay. Oh, you said, bro, come on, and he just now reposted it, calling me gay. I don't care what Diego Brandao did. Thank you for the 5, though. Enjoy your little gay escapade, mate. Fiziev, I don't care what Brandao's up to. Fiziev rematch, close first fight, don't forget. I know, but I'd rather a fresh matchup if we can. UFC commentary, always yapping when something happens, or he hit him. Who's who? Yes, like old school radio. A blind person can tell what's going on. Thank you for the 5. Yes. Always yapping, yeah. Who's who? He hit him. Yeah. A blind person can tell what's going on. What do you think of the future holds for Strickland? I don't know. An Adesanya rematch is what I actually see happening, so we'll see. Impression of Ortega reporting himself to ICE. I was just chilling in the mountains, bashing my nose into a rock like an eagle. I don't know. Thank you for the 2. Which Grand Prix is better, BMF or Whaley Bullet Panto? I don't know what that means. BMF, I guess. Cross head kick is there against Ankalaev all day. Yeah, but it's not like a cross head kick type of guy. But okay, maybe he could pull off that one technique. Yeah. I know Ankalaev does dip a lot down to his left a lot, doesn't he? Jan, most overrated fight like you, often puts foot of gas. No. Thank you for the $2. Fat. I appreciate the $2. Impression of your favorite McGregor voice note. Where's my cocaine, you fucking bear? What did he say? About cocaine bear? Where's my cocaine, you fucking bear? I remember him doing that on Twitter once. So an impression of Paul Craig sharing... No, I'm good. Not for free. Anyway, what was I going to say? Now I've got through those for the first 40 minutes. Right. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I've reached out to Manel Kape. So I'm going to figure out a time to do an interview with him. And we've got it. I was talking to Manel Kape earlier today. So we'll see if I can get an interview with him. I'm going to check the time in and see once I've done this video. And then I'm going to see what sort of time he's available to do an interview. Manel. Immediate response from Manel. That's what I like, dude. Reached out right back. Yes, let's do it, brother. Yeah. Say it again, Cap. Yeah. UFC hates Aldo. Why not Cejudo or something? I don't know. Based Cap. Because I feel like people don't know that it's Manel Kape fight week. No one understands this. People forget, man. It's Manel Kape fight week. He's Muslim. I don't care. Thank you for the 2. I like Manel Kape. What the fuck? Thank you for the 2. Do you think YouTube videos could change Sugar versus Merab too? Yeah. Thank you for the 2. YouTube videos could change Sugar versus Merab too. Maybe, yeah, because didn't the Avengers assemble, basically, to shit on the idea of O'Malley Merab too? Kind of, yeah. It kind of did. Dream champ for every division. Flyweight, Manel Kape. Bantamweight, Peter Yan. Featherweight, now that Ilya's gone, I think Lopez would be the best champ to have. Or Arnold Allen, because he's English. Lightweight, fuck it, Makachev. He's grown on me a little bit. But Moicano would be fun. Pimlet would be a fun champ. It would be just a cool thing. JDM at welterweight. Duplessis at middleweight's fine. Light heavyweight Yuri. And heavyweight Big Tom. That's what we need. Do you think YouTube vids could... I've already read that. All right, we're good. Soy Marab clip farming versus Chad Gene Silver clip god. Okay, thank you for the $2, yeah. Lightweight Ilya. Okay, yeah, maybe lightweight could be Ilya, yeah. Ilya, yeah, I forgot. Because he's English, bro, so simple-minded. Nah, just root for the boys, you know what I'm saying? He's English lad. I hope he gets the belt. Would be cool. Would be good to have some belts in England before we go. In our dying hours, you know what I'm saying? Our last few generations in that country. It would be good to have a little, a big boom before the end. A final stand. A couple championship belts, you know what I'm saying? Hear me out. Aldo versus Garbrandt was the way to go. Yeah. Yeah, they could. I mean, there's loads they could have done with Aldo, but no, Zahabi. You know what I mean? There's loads they could have done with Aldo, but no. For us, fucking Zahabi. Jonathan Martinez, Mario Batista. There's so many options. Tom is already champ. Yeah, but like undisputed. I'm just looking at the rankings, man. Sorry. Fucking hell. Little nerds. Jesus. Just looking at the rankings and like just doing it. It was a $2 donut, guys. Guru, please buy a decent chair. You're a millionaire. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, dude. Every time I need a tall-backed chair because with chairs, the back of it is like way low. Because I've got a very long torso. So I need something that's like a... I need like a long-backed chair, like a villain's chair to sit in. A throne, you know? If Merab ragdolls O'Malley worse, is his career done? No. No, I don't think so. He'll keep going. There's fun fights. I lost the original sheath. Thank you for the 11. Did you? Next bantamweight champ Sandhagen. Ha. Why? Because he wrote it in a fucking book. Fucking nerd. If Merab... I've already read that. Will you do a spin today? No. Get a Herman Villa. Trust me. A Herman Miller. Trust you won't regret. Okay. What's that? Sounds like a fucking World War II general. Herman Miller. Oh, I think I have one of these. Yeah, it's not big enough at the back. I actually think I have one of these. An ergonomic office chair. That's what I have. Maybe not that specific one, but it's very similar. But it just, I need, see what I mean? I want to be able to sit like this and have back support, but the chair like comes up to like the middle of my back if I push it in like this. So, I don't know. Thank you for the 2. You got Cap winning this fight? I do have Cap winning the fight, yeah. No, Tom is already undisputed. Everyone knows. Okay, cool. If you were to move to America, do you have a city state in... Well, then why did you guys question when I said it then? I said Aspinall is the champ. Like, in an ideal world, that would be the champ at heavyweight. So why is everyone saying, no, he's already undisputed? I never said he wasn't. So you guys are just outing yourself that you don't consider him the undisputed champ. Because I just went through the divisions and said, and I guess Aspinall at heavyweight. And then you guys went, he's already the champ. I never said he wasn't. I said Duplessis at middleweight. No one said he's already the champ. Thank you very much for the 5. If you were to move to America, do you have a city-state in mind that you would like to live in? It used to be Dallas, but Luka moved to the Lakers, so Dallas is a worthless state of absolute shit with absolute irrelevancy that no one should ever go to again. Because there's no reason to ever visit there ever to fucking dump. I'd probably go somewhere in Florida. I've got family in Florida, so I'd probably go somewhere there. And it's on the East Coast, and it's hot, and nice weather, cheap, probably more affordable than other states up north. Not as gay, pretty based. Yeah, so I'd probably go Florida. Thank you for the 5. I'd go to Florida, and I'd do this revolutionary thing. I'd build a house out of brick. Revolutionary idea that America needs to understand. I'd literally build a house out of brick. Because I know people are going to say, what about what if your house blows off in the wind? You know what I mean? Like, it happens a lot over there. I'd literally build a house out of concrete and brick. Revolutionary idea. Absolutely revolutionary idea in America. They've never heard of this concept before. Dum da da dum 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 da da dum dum da dum. Thoughts on Mario Pinto? He's fighting this week. Looking forward to it. Thank you for the £2. I'm going to break down the card tomorrow. You keep saying MMA fans can't kill themselves, but fight cancellations like this are pushing me over the edge. Yeah, but what if you kill yourself and then Ilya Tapuria steps in? Think. You know what I mean? You can't. You have to see. Is there not something to be said about Aldo and his managers taking every garbage prospect fight they offer him? Well, no, you've got to imagine that they're not getting any other offers. He's taking a choice. Like, everyone gets offered multiple fights. So he's obviously getting Zahabi or Marcus McGee or some guy out the rankings or Montel Jackson. And he's like, well, Zahabi's number 13, I guess, so I'll fight him. Long torso, you're ripe for body shots, bud. Don't let me find you. Yeah, but I tell you, once I get this body lock on you, mate, I'm like Makachev with this squeeze. I was getting pictures of my back yesterday in the mirror. I'm telling you, mate, once I start working out my back, it's going to take it to a whole new level. All the Jays lost the original sheath. They did, to be fair, yeah. Throne would piss off fighters more. Go for that. Okay. Didn't know they have pig farms in Florida. No, they don't. Do-do-do. There needs to be more rage at the fact that Jones is sneakily and quickly eating at the prime of the most talented and entertaining heavyweight of all time in Aspinall by being wishy-washy on their fight. The fact that there's delay and the fact that a finite decision hasn't been made yet makes me very, very confident in the idea that Jones Aspinall is being made. So thank you very much for the $10, man. That's what I think. They wouldn't delay this if there was no hope. Have you realized that in your video about wrestling not being effective, DC named every champ with a wrestling background except Bilal? He mentioned Bilal, though, in the video, if you watched it. He did mention Bilal. But yeah, he did. And none of them were from the US. So I did. I made a whole breakdown discussing exactly that. Thank you for the 5. Dallas is not a state. He said a state or a town or city. So I just said Dallas. I don't think there's any other Dallas in America, is there? I think there's just one in Texas. Yeah, he said city/state in mine, so. Again, guys, you're paying me $5 to correct me at times here, and it's just wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong, guys. You save your money here and there, you know? I've been corrected 5 times this stream on mistakes I never made for $5 a piece. Save your cash, you know? Guru, come to Ulricehamn, Sweden. It's nice. Let me have a gander. Thank you for the 10 New Zealand dollars. Guru, it's my first kickboxing fight on Saturday. Will you sponsor me? Probably not. Thank you for the 2 New Zealand dollars. I appreciate that. Dan Karopis 4. Thank you. You Wi-Fi password of a username, you. First kickboxing fight on Saturday. Nah, probably not, man. But best of luck. That's all I can say. Living up to that New Zealand tradition of getting into a kickboxing fight, are we? Best of luck to you, brother. Best of luck. Ulricehamn. I mean, that's, yeah. Looks like a cool place. Guru, it's my first. I've already read it. If you come to the US, I'm going to leg lock you, piggy. Okay. Since Gaethje said in the past he won't do short notice fight, since Gaethje just said now that he's looking for a short notice replacement. Thank you for the 2. Guys, you're spending money. Come on, guys. It has some value, you know? A 6 now, guys. Come on. You guys got this shit. It's everywhere. They're looking for a short notice replacement. All over the news. Come on, guys. This is a good... We can't add to inflation like this. Try that one Swedish chair brand. I'm a fat buffoon. All right. Thank you, man. How does it feel to be a pig? It's all right once my trough gets filled. You know what I'm saying? Oi. Fatty, fatty, boom, boom, oink, oink, piggy. Thank you for the 3 New Zealand dollars. That's the value for your donation I'm looking for, you know? That's what we're talking about. Gene Silver versus Justin. Gene Silver versus Justin. Let me think. See how I save that? I'd go Gene. I don't pick Justin ever. Before you tell me I'm dumb not to, I've been 50-50 his whole career, so. There's a Dallas in Oregon. All right, then. Thank you for the $2. Aspinall versus Jones would be great, but Aspinall's frequency of fighting has been impacted by the Jones nonsense for sure, and that blows the most. True, but he's also at this peak now of money and nutrition and recovery, so I think we're going to see the best version of Aspinall when he comes back. So although he has been delayed, I'm okay with it because he's not picking up all those injuries and, you know, I'm actually all right with it. But that being said, I wouldn't mind if Aspinall just took another fight to force Jones's hand in the meantime. Thickness versus JP Bays. No, why would they do that? Thickness would win as well. Tracy Reeder finally got a win against a retired cab driver in a kickboxing fight where he won by knees in a Thai plum. Say congrats. Congrats. Thank you for the $5. Congratulations, Tracy. Thank you for the 4 months of membership. The Huz I've been having over lately has started calling you the wise man and says you should grow your beard out longer. I could grow my beard out longer. That's true. Maybe I will consider it. I don't know. I like my beard here. You know? Where it's at. I feel like it's the perfect cube. If you know what I'm saying. It's like the absolute right. I don't know. If it goes further than this, it gets a bit, you know, out of control. What's your favorite snack right now? I don't know. I'm not sure. Snack, popcorn. If you were in Star Wars, what would you be? Oh, I would be Jabba. Jabba seemed like he had it going on. You know what I'm saying? Ninjas turn into Malik Wazell Costa after 2 weeks, no KFC. They start getting cured. No, I'm joking. No. But yeah. Someone said that on a comment section about Malik Wazell. Like, did he find the cure? Did my research everything Bryce said was true? Well, thank you for the $2 Canadian. Thank you for the 5. Wait, there's more I've missed. Thank you for the £2, Kian Haley. Paddy versus hand sanitizer. Big ups to Guru. I would go with Ilya Tapuria, but I do acknowledge that Ilya's a lot smaller than these guys, so he's not going to have the same physical presence in the cage that he did at featherweight. So it is a lot more difficult for him at lightweight. Do you think matchmaking in 205 will be disarray if Ankalaev wins? No, they'll just run the rematch with Pereira, and then it will probably fix things in the meantime anyway. Thank you for the $5. And then if he's on top at the end of it, it even gives Yuri his option back towards the belt anyway. So, no, it'll probably make a lot of sense. Because if Pereira wins, then we're going to have to be like, well, Pereira has to wait unless he moves up. So we have to figure out a bunch of stuff. So it'd actually be worse for the matchmaking of light heavyweight if Pereira won. Thank you for the $5. Lucas Cornetta. Thank you. Did my research. Everything Bryce said. I've already read that. Okay. I'm not sure if anyone mentioned this one, but it would be insane if Ilya stepped up. I doubt the UFC would allow it. They should. They should allow it as the co-main event of Pereira and Kalaev. That'd be a sick